This evening, Berbice taxi and bus drivers promise to raise fares if the bridge toll increases. Deputy Superintendent faces drunk driving charges. Dynamic force blows into town. No justice for the homeless? One vagrant decries the supposed police inaction on his assault case. In the region, Barbados government to lay off at least 1,500 employees. And internationally, child hunger rate in the Democratic Republic of the Congo concerns UN Children's Agency.
From Safe TV headquarters in South Rival Gardens, this is Safe TV Headline News with George Gonzalez.
Greetings to our viewers in Guyana and around the world. Today is Tuesday, October the 16th, 2018. And this edition of Headline News is now being streamed live on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you for joining us. Last night, at least 80 ranks of the Joint Services and the Guyana Fire Services worked to quell a riot at the Luzignan prison holding bay. According to a release from the Public Security Ministry, quote, after repeated attempts to have the prisoners desist from their riotous behavior failed, officers reverted to the use of rubber pellets. As this approach also failed, various calibers of live rounds were directed in the air. This resulted in a calm as 8 prisoners were hit by the pellets. The 8 prisoners who were injured are Cleveland Williams, Lester Joseph, T.V. Cush, Raymond Jones, Corwin Arter, Arindund Prashad, Lakaram Singh, and Lexroy Rigby. The prisoners at the Luzignan holding bay then became relatively calm and requested an audience with the director of prisons, which was facilitated. Mention was made of 7 prisoners not receiving lunch and issues ranging from the physical infrastructure of the facility to the length of imprisonment and the way some junior ranks delivered their duties were brought up. These concerns were noted by the Director of Prisons, Mr. Gladwin Samuels, and actions will be taken where necessary. Deputy Superintendent Patrick Todd had his day in court this morning. Esther Sobers tells us more in this report.
Deputy Superintendent Patrick Todd was released on $250,000 bail after appearing before the Lenora Magistrate Court this morning. He was charged with the cause of death by dangerous driving and driving under the influence. The charges stem from a fatal accident on September 12, 2018. Around 7:20 p.m., the deputy superintendent was reportedly driving across the Boroseri Bridge when he struck down 64-year-old pedocyclist Comrade Allen of Hague, West Coast Damara. After the impact, Todd reportedly took the elderly man to the Lenora Cottage Hospital in a semi-conscious state. He was thus treated and referred to Georgetown Public Hospital, but succumbed on his way there. For Channel 2 Headline News, Esther Sobers.
Thanks, Esther. Last Friday, we reported that Guyana leapt 2 spots from the 59th place in 2017 to the 57th place on the 2018 Henley Passport Index. First place went to Japan, which has the most powerful passport worldwide, followed by Singapore at 2nd and France, Germany, and South Korea in 3rd place. Placing last on the list again were Afghanistan and Iraq. The Henley Passport Index is a ranking of all the passports of the world according to the number of countries their holders can travel to visa-free. The ranking is based on exclusive data from the International Air Transport Association, or the IATA, which maintains the world's largest and most comprehensive database of travel information and is enhanced by an extensive in-house research. With the Henley Passport Index, citizens can assess where they lie on the spectrum of global mobility and discover how to maximize their travel freedom through citizenship by investment. It is considered the most credible reference tool within the investment migration industry. For a complete listing of nations Guyanese can visit without a visa according to the Henley Index, log on to our website, headlinenewsguyana.com/Guyana Passport Gets Stronger. And it should be noted that the United States, Canada, and England is not on that list. This morning, the management of the Berbice Bridge announced a major toll increase. Following this announcement, I went out to get the opinion of both drivers and passengers. Here's more. Earlier today, the management of the Berbice Bridge announced an over 400% increase of fares across the board. In order to get a better opinion on how it would be received, we went to the Berbice Bus Park right here in Georgetown to get an opinion of riders as well as drivers as to what they feel about the increase. The chair of the Berbice Bridge Corporation, Dr. Surendra Prasad, said that they have received legal advice in relation to the increase in the tolls. However, Prasad said the company did not take into consideration the social impact the increase would have since it was a business decision. Nonetheless, this news was not well received by both drivers and passengers in Berbice.
We coming from Berbice, sometimes you come here from medical facilities, you come private, and you have to pay that amount of money, especially coming with your own vehicle. You have to get gas. Check that bridge toll fee. Imagine paying your fees plus having money to buy things. That's not fair. I think instead of they need to reduce that because the cost of living right now in our country is decreased a lot. People are struggling to survive. I mean, for example, look at Berbice. Our sugar estate has been closed down. There's a lot of people who's out of job. And I mean, when you do want to come to Georgetown, this kind of money is a lot for us. So I really think that's not a good idea at all. They should really look into that to drop that cost.
It seems as if persons, for the most part, are against the increase, and some have even called for a return of the ferry.
Let the ferry come back, let the ferry come back. We're going to walk out something. We're going to stay over the side of the bank of the river, or we're going to walk this side.
The bridge is a people bridge. They choose what they want to do with their bridge, but the government should start thinking about putting back the ferry there and let citizens have a choice whether they want to pay that money or they use the ferry and the ferry used to be. It's not something that the Guyanese people should accept. Yeah. You know? So
right now we can say the operators of Amsterdam to Georgetown are not prepared to accept that.
No.
Not even the passengers and accept that.
That's what I'm saying. The Guyanese should not. The public should not.
If you got to pay 8,000 to cross the bridge, how much we going to charge the passenger for cross the bridge? Understand? So we can work with that. That's too much on we, especially who got family. The fare right now from where I live in, from the bridge to Georgetown is $1,500. From Georgetown to Skellon is $2,500. So they can really work out.
Possibly can't work out, you know. You got to think about the people who is traveling, who doing business, going home from a weekend, going up on a weekend and coming back. But for the passenger, it will be real hard because a passenger will end up got to pay like $4,000, right? And it can't like really work out. The passengers won't feel it. Because if I get a passenger at let me say $4,000, there's going to be $16,000 in a four-seater car, right? The gas is another $5,000. So only on a trip, and depends on the distance where you're going. If you're going Corriverton, you're going Crabble Creek, you're going to find a different price you're going to pay. It's going to be hard for the people there.
Following the announcement, Minister of Public Infrastructure David Patterson rubbished such a suggestion of a toll raise, saying, quote, "I want to ensure the entire Berbice that we would do everything in our powers to ensure that this burdensome toll is not passed on to them." According to Patterson, the government will be seeking legal advice from the Attorney General Chambers on the issue. He also posited that the date stated in the increase, November 12, 2018, is political, saying, quote, "We do note that by the move alone, there is a political implication and political reasoning and political machinations behind this here." Don't go away. Coming up after the break, gospel group comes to Georgetown, and vagrant demands justice after being allegedly assaulted. But first, here's today's foreign currency exchange rates. For the latest in news from Guyana, the region, and beyond, visit our website, headlinenewsguyana.com.
John Lewis Styles. Simply different.
Fresh ingredients and Creole foods at the Cottage Restaurant and Cafe. Finger-licking boil and fry. Meats cooked to perfection. No MSG added. We cater for vegetarians too. Breakfast and lunch available fresh Mondays through Fridays. We open 7 a.m. Get coffee, Milo, or our famous power porridge filled with a blend of indigenous barks, natural fruit juices. Catering services and delivery available. Call 231-4343. Located at 16 Access Road, Kingston. The Cottage Restaurant and Cafe. Bringing back the good old days.
Looking for clothing, footwear and undergarments for the family with great quality and affordable prices? Then visit American Home and Beauty Center. 72 Rowan Wellington Street, Georgetown, opposite CNS Channel 6. Come and shop in our spacious and comfortable environment with great customer service. American Home and Beauty Center is your one-stop shop. Telephone 226-1497. Opening hours Monday through Saturday 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Closed on Fridays between 12:30 and 1:30 p.m.
93.1 Real FM. It's your favorite station for the best music from then to now.
Girls like you around the guys like me to waste the day and spend the night. Me, are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside us. Simple things, them are your blessings, a blessing. Simple things are your.
Every day, all day for real music, real people, and real vibes. 93.1 Real FM.
Real FM.
The people's choice.
This is what shopping used to be. More plastic bags than I could carry or I could use. They always end up in the bin or as unsightly litter. Then it hit me. Get just one reusable bag. Now, whenever I shop, I don't use plastic bags. I always have my reusable bag. It makes shopping a lot easier, and it's better for the environment.
Use one less disposable plastic bag. Make the switch to a reusable bag today. For more information, please call us on 226-2189 or 227-8429 or visit our website moc.gov.gy. A message from the Ministry of Communities in collaboration with the Inter-American Development Bank.
Disclosing your HIV status is important. Having the other person know their status is just as important as knowing yours. Partner testing puts everyone in the know and can be life-saving. Professionals can help you with disclosure. Encourage your partners to test and disclose. Be confident about your future. A message from USAID, PEPFAR, Advancing Partners and Communities Guyana, NAPS, and the Ministry of Health.
Welcome back. Gospel a cappella group Dynamic Force is hosting a concert this month. Wendell Jeffrey met with the singers as they arrived into town and filed this report.
The members of the overseas-based Dynamic Force Gospel Singers Group are back in Guyana for the first ever reunion concert. They will be teaming up with their Guyanese counterparts. The a cappella group has been making music since 1994. Saturday night, when the men arrived at the Chedi Jagan International Airport, some of the members of the local group were there to create a kind of flash mob.
We're here, alive, in flesh, dynamic force.
It's so great to be here. Coming home is always a pleasure.
The group has two branches, one in Guyana and the other in the USA. Combined, there are 11 members in the two groups. Curtis Lewis, the leader of the group, who is based in the United States, says that they are very excited about the upcoming concert.
We're now collaborating with our brothers, meet our brothers here, Dynamic Force Guyana, Dynamic Force USA, and we're gonna have a grand time.
The concert takes place Saturday night, October 20th at the National Cultural Center, and also features several other artists. For Channel 2 Headline News, Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. Yesterday, the Brazilian Army completed drilling the third of 8 wells in its schedule to drill in Region 9. Guyana Water Incorporated's Water Resources Manager, Oren Brown, was on scene to witness the drilling process. In the video, water is seen emerging from the well in Aishalton, Region 9, which was dug at its required depth of 264 feet through a rocky formation for a duration of just 6 hours. The well is said to be yielding approximately 90 cubic meters of water per hour. As the nation enters the dry season, the water will bring much relief to the villages across the Rupununi Savannah. Are vagrants second-class citizens? One man asked the question after the police refused to look into his alleged assault case. Here's Esther Sobers with more.
One man is seeking justice after he was beaten by his friend for asking for food. 1 month ago, Imran Khan, known as Mamu, who has no fixed place of abode, received a broken leg. This injury caused him to discontinue his vending job, and he started to beg in order for him to receive money.
Go inside and come out. Well, I went outside Pony Road, and he come out there. And start to call some last for me. Not for me foot alone. Not for me foot alone. All parts in me. But the most slash I get is for my foot. And it break 3 places.
Khan, who has no immediate family living in Guyana, as his 5 children currently live in Suriname. Unfortunately, his life took a negative turn due to alcohol abuse, which he said he's trying to make efforts to curb. Meanwhile, Khan's caregiver spoke of the unprofessional manner in which the East La Penitence police station is handling Khan's case. She noted that the assailant, who is known as Gunai, is seen traversing the area and shows no remorse for his actions.
He have to get locked up. He got to get locked up. His advantage of mommy, he got to get locked up. He pay powerful. He got to get locked up. They make it come back tomorrow, come back another day, and up to now lock up the man around there, no. I got to look at people got to up in the house every day. You have to go Friday for dressing, the house dressing. You go back next week again, back to take that back happy food. It's an advantage.
Why do you think they would advantage him?
Because look his size. He got enough mouth.
Headline News was able to locate the suspect Gunai, who admitted to injuring his friend for food.
Fair that you should face the penalty of the law, seeing that you cause bodily harm to an individual?
No. Yes, I feel it's fair that I should say.
So you should have been in the lockups, you're thinking?
Yes.
So why are you not in the lockups?
I don't know. I don't know why.
After hearing the suspect, who is surprised that he was not arrested or questioned by the police, One must now ask if the police at East La Penitence Police Station prioritizes cases of certain class of individual. One should note that many common citizens and poor persons have complained about how their cases were handled at this station. For Channel 2 Headline News, Esther Sobers.
Thanks, Esther. Don't go away. Coming up after the break, Barbados government to lay off at least 1,500 employees, and child hunger rate in the DRC concerns UN Children's Agency. But first, here's this week's Spiritual Traction schedule.
Disclosing your HIV status is important. Having the other person know their status is just as important as knowing yours. Partner testing puts everyone in the know and can be life-saving. Professionals can help you with disclosure. Encourage your partners to test and disclose. Be confident about your future. A message from USAID, PEPFAR, Advancing Partners and Communities Guyana, NAPS, and the Ministry of Public Health.
93.1 Real FM. It's your favorite station for the best music from then to now.
Cause girls like you run around with guys like me just high. Waste a day and spend the night. Tell me, are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside us. Simple things, them are your blessings, a blessing. Simple things are your...
Every day, all day for real music, real people, and real vibes. 93.1 Real FM.
Real FM.
The people's choice.
Fresh ingredients in Creole foods at the Cottage Restaurant and Cafe. Finger licking, boil and fry. Meats cooked to perfection. No MSG added. We cater for vegetarians too. Breakfast and lunch available fresh Mondays through Fridays. We open 7 a.m. Get coffee, Milo, or our famous power porridge, filled with a blend of indigenous barks, natural fruit juices. Catering services and delivery available. Call 231-4343. Located at 16 Access Road, Kingston, the Cottage Restaurant and Cafe, bringing back the good old days.
For all your beauty and hair care products, look no further. Visit American Home and Beauty Center, 72 Rob and Wellington Streets, Georgetown, opposite CNS Channel 6. We have in stock a wide variety of brand name beauty products, cosmetics, perfume sets, hair extensions, hair accessories, costume jewelry, and much more. Come and shop in a spacious and comfortable environment with affordable prices and great customer service. American Home and Beauty Center is your one-stop shop. Telephone 226-1497. Opening hours Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Close on Friday between 12:30 and 1:30 p.m.
Wouldn't it be nice if we didn't have so much waste to dispose of in the landfill? Well, composting can help us reduce the waste we dispose of by turning our organic waste into compost, which can be used to improve the quality of our soil.
Composting is very simple and convenient. You can compost using organic waste such as vegetable skins,
or fallen leaves and cut grass and put this in a composting bin or pile.
Compost can help your garden grow healthy plants while reducing your volume of waste. It's a really good way to keep our communities clean and healthy.
So, let's all start composting our waste.
Find out how easy it is. Call us on 226-2189 or 227-8429 or visit our website moc.gov.ui. A message from the Ministry of Communities in collaboration with the Inter-American Development Bank.
simply different.
Welcome back. Bibi Bacchus brings us the regional and international headlines of the day.
In the region, the Barbados government says at least 1,500 public workers will be laid off over the next few weeks as it seeks to turn around an ailing economy. Prime Minister Mia Motley, in a radio and television broadcast to the nation on Sunday night, acknowledged that sending home one worker is too many. But the job cuts will affect workers in central government and government entities. Prime Minister Motley, whose Barbados Labour Party came to power in May general election this year, recognized that it was a painful exercise her administration was embarking upon, but assured the Barbadian people that her cabinet will ensure that dislocated workers would go home with their payments in hand. The Nicaraguan government has released 30 people who were detained during an anti-government protest on Sunday. Their arrests gave rise to criticism from human rights groups and the Organization of American States regional body. The leader of a group critical of President Daniel Ortega said it was clear that no evidence had been found against those detained. Police had argued that protesters had not sought permission to march. They confronted the demonstrators on Sunday and fired stun grenades. Anti-government protests were declared illegal by President Ortega on the 20th of September following 5 months of often violent clashes during which hundreds of people were killed. And finally, today is World Food Day, and the United Nations Children Agency says at least 2 million children in the Democratic Republic of Congo face death from malnutrition unless aid reaches them. There are about 25,000 displaced people living with either host families or in camps without enough food to go around. Over 8,000 children in Kitwit show signs of acute malnutrition, but many more still live in remote conflict zones. Humanitarian budget cuts have made it difficult for aid workers to get to them. Years of violence and unrest in the country have displaced more than 4.5 million people, creating widespread poverty and hunger. The UN has said that over 2 million children are at risk of dying unless they receive urgently needed aid. Headline News, Bibi Bacchus.
Thanks, Bibi. Here's the 3-day weather forecast. And that's Channel 2 Headline News for this Tuesday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to find Channel 2 Headline News on Facebook, YouTube, and our website, headlinenewsguyana.com. You can also tune in tomorrow morning at 6:30 for a rebroadcast, and Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock for more news. For now, I'm George Gonzalez, signing out from this newscast saying, thank you for welcoming to your home, and do have a blessed evening.